Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Now. Today is Friday, February 18th. It's the end of the week, and we are seeing a lot of snow on the ground after a warm day that melted most, if not all, of the snow that was around here in Cleveland. I'm Stephanie Haney. Thank you for being here for the top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. That's what we do here. We talk about the stories that matter the most to you. These are the stories that the most of you are clicking on here in Cleveland, in the Northeast Ohio area and the surrounding areas, and reading on our WKYC.com website and our WKYC app. Let's start off with breaking news. Major League Baseball has canceled spring games through March 4th. That's because the league cannot agree with the Players Association on ending that lockout. A message from Major League Baseball says that the clubs have a uniform policy that there will be full refunds for fans who have bought tickets to any of the spring training games that will not take place. It will be at least March 5th before any of those spring training games can take place. So what we are hearing from Major League Baseball is that on Monday, members of the Owners Bargaining Committee will join an in-person meeting with the Players Association, and they'll be there every day next week to negotiate and work towards starting the season on time. That is something that baseball fans very much want. And what we know from the Cleveland Guardians is that they say fans who had tickets to any of those spring training games before and including March 4th, you'll be contacted by the Guardians by email. Now, it's not spring yet, though. It is still very much winter, and we definitely had some ice and some snow yesterday. Although now, as of this afternoon on Friday, most of those winter storm warnings are out of the way while the snow does still sit here in Northeast Ohio. A lot of those were set to expire for 7 a.m. this morning. Some of them extended to 10 a.m. and there was one that was extended to 1 p.m. in Ashtabula. But that is behind us now, and the snow is on the ground. And I got to tell you guys, my car covered in ice. I woke up this morning to let Harry Winston the pug out, and I was brushing off the snow. Figured I would get a jump start on cleaning off the car for today. And as I was brushing off the snow, what I first tried to do was open the door to get my snow scraper out. That wasn't happening. So what I did with my gloves on was I started brushing off that snow, and I'll tell you what, Jackie O, that's the name of my car, she is icy. And I am not talking about diamonds. She is completely iced over. So when that does happen, I'll have to be starting that car up. We'll talk actually more about starting your car to warm it up in a little bit when we talk about gas prices. But now, let's continue to talk about winter. Let's talk about the Winter Olympics. People are still talking about the female figure skating events, and it was definitely a tough day as the female individual skating events came to a close this week. Now, prior to the start of the Beijing Winter Olympics on Sunday, no woman had ever completed a quadruple jump on Olympic figure skating ice. But that changed with Russia's Kamila Valieva in the team event. She did 2. Well, on Thursday, fellow Russian Alexandra Trusova skated her free skate program, also looking for history. No one had ever attempted 5 quadruple jumps in an Olympic competition. She did it, and she landed every single one of those jumps. But that was not enough for her to win the gold medal. The gold medal actually went to another Russian figure skater, Anna Sherbakova. And after the competition was over, Trusova walked over to what they call it the kiss and the cry area, because you're either getting kisses and congratulations or you're crying because you're not happy. And while she was over there, she shouted, "I hate this sport. I won't go onto the ice again." She said that she was really happy with the skate, but not with the result. She was kind of taking a stab there at the judging because Sherbakova was awarded extra points for artistry, and that gave her enough points to win the gold in the women's figure skating individual event. Now remember, it wasn't just about that free skate competition. That was the final of the events that led to the overall. Okay, so what Trusova said, that she was not happy with the result. She said there is no happiness. Now, Tara Lipinski and fellow commentator Johnny Weir, they were absolutely wowed by her athleticism and her technical skill, but they did bring up the importance of artistry in the free skate especially. They said this, she said she makes zero effort at the artistry. She said that they say it's very nuts and bolts about those jumps, and in that sport you really do need a combination of the two. It's scored in that way. It's not a surprise. It is laid out in the scoring. Now, Trusova later said that her comments about not skating again were emotional because she misses her family and she misses her dog, but she did not compete. She did not commit to competing at next month's World Championships. Another chilling piece of information from the Winter Olympics and the figure skating situation. You know, Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva, she was favored to win the gold in the women's individual event, but the Olympic president is now calling out her team for how cold they were to her after that free skate situation where she made lots of mistakes. She had lots of falls. She had lots of misses. So the Olympic Committee president, the International Olympic Committee president's name is Thomas Bach, and he said it was very chilling to see on television how the people in her inner circle were very cold to her after that performance. Her coach could be seen on camera saying, "Why did you let it go? Why did you stop fighting?" This is after Valieva was very visibly upset. Now, remind you, she is at the center of a positive doping test controversy right now, and she was heavily favored to win the gold. She had finished first in the women's short program earlier in the week. With all of the mistakes, she had a shaky opening quad jump. She stepped out on a triple axel. She fell altogether on another quad jump. She fell again on another quad jump. And then she spun out on another jump late in the program. Even with all that, she still had high enough scores going into it that she finished in fourth place. Fourth place. So that just tells you how favored she was going in and how incredible her performance has been up to that point. Now, so for her inner circle to react in that way, it was very surprising to other people, absolutely surprising to her, and it's testament to the fact of the incredible pressure that she must be under because of this drug test scandal. Meanwhile, the Russian Olympic Committee president said that under no circumstances, regardless of the outcome of the investigation, will the Russian Olympic Committee team be turning over that team gold medal. Here's the issue. Valieva skated twice in that team event. Those two other Russian women, the ones who ended up taking gold and silver, they did not skate in those events. They could have, but they didn't. So Valieva did. The Russian Olympic Committee ended up winning gold. And then it later came out that at the end of December, Valieva had actually tested positive for a banned substance that is known to be, it's a heart medicine, but it is known to be a banned performance enhancer. And she tested positive for it. So we wait to see what happens with that. But drama does still continue because the Russian Olympic Committee person has said, too bad, doesn't matter. The president of that organization has said not turning over that gold medal. Here's where it gets sticky for the U.S. too. Team USA finished in the silver position. So if the Olympics does decide that she was not eligible to compete, that she should not have competed because of that banned substance positive drug test back in December, then Team USA would bump up to gold. But again, Russian Olympic Committee say they are going to fight for that gold medal tooth and nail regardless of the outcome of that investigation. Now let's turn to the latest COVID-19 numbers here in Ohio. These come in from the Ohio Department of Health. In the last 24 hours, we are now back over 2,000 cases again. It's at 2,129 new reported COVID-19 cases. Confirmed deaths here in Ohio are now at 35,493 related to COVID-19. Now, something that we're not talking about here anymore is positivity testing. We do still have that positivity rate on WKYC.com. You can go there and check it out if you want to. But the reason that I haven't been telling you that number is because so many COVID-19 tests are being done at home. So that positivity rate, I feel, has very little value in the broad scheme of things because we only know about the tests that are being done at a medical facility, at these official PCR testing sites. We don't know about the people who are taking those rapid antigen tests at home, which included me in December, as so many people have come down with that Omicron variant of COVID-19 despite being vaccinated, despite having their booster shot, which was my situation back in December. So for that reason, not talking about the positivity rate here. And, you know, by a similar measure, the case counts, obviously, are going to be lower than we would otherwise know that they would be because those positive cases not being reported. So what the CDC has talked about is shifting that metric toward hospitalization. So we'll focus more on that as we move forward, taking a look at where we are in the pandemic. Right now, there are 1,741 people hospitalized in the state of Ohio. That's down. We've been seeing that number go down here in Ohio. That's a positive. Out of those 1,741 people, 369 of them are being treated in the ICU right now. Now let's switch gears. I mentioned we were going to talk about gas prices and heating your car up and that kind of thing. Gas prices could go up. They've been going up. They've been inching up. And right now we're seeing from experts they could go past $5 a gallon. Some people are saying they could go past $7 a gallon. If you see gas prices at $7 a gallon, you know who's going to be staying home? This girl. I will be staying home because that is a lot of money. So President Joe Biden says that the government will jump in. They do plan to jump in and help. He told reporters that they're coordinating with major energy consumers, and producers. They're prepared to deploy all the tools and authority at their disposal to provide relief at the gas pump. In the meantime, here's what AAA says that you can do to save money on gas. Make sure your tires are maintained and properly inflated. Also, avoid jackrabbit starts and acceleration. Don't hit that gas too quickly. That increases your fuel consumption. Use cruise control on the highway, but not when the road is wet, because if you're using cruise control when the road is wet, you could lose control if you skid. So that's important to know. Also, avoid idling to warm up the engine or in drive-thrus. 1 minute of idling max is what is recommended. So that's what we're talking about when it comes to those remote start situations. Don't let it start up way before you get out. Maybe when you're putting on your coat, just start it. If you have that situation, just start it while you're putting up your coat. You might be a little more chilly, but you'll save some money in the long run there. Also, you can lower the weight of your vehicle by taking out unnecessarily heavy items and roof racks. So if you've got less weight in the vehicle, your gas mileage will get you just a little bit further. And if you're in the market for a car or a truck, those are in short supply right now and expensive, but avoid them if you can if they take premium gas, because that can add easily $1,000 to your annual gas bill. So keep all of that in mind. And now we turn to the fun events of the weekend. It is NBA All-Star Weekend here in Cleveland. It is officially here tonight. That celebrity game is happening at 7 p.m. at the Wolstein Center. The rosters are full. They're being coached by NBA legends Bill Walton and Dominique Wilkins. Here's a couple people on each team. On Team Walton, you've got Cleveland native Machine Gun Kelly. You've got Tiffany Haddish, Nyjah Houston, who is an Olympic professional skateboarder, Matt James from ABC's The Bachelor, Quavo, the rapper, and Anderson Varejao, that's a Cleveland Cavaliers legend. On Team Dominique, you've got Mayor Justin Bibb, the mayor of Cleveland, Kane Brown, the singer, Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns, y'all know who he is, Boobie Gibson, a Cleveland Cavaliers legend, Jack Harlow, the rapper, and Alex Toussaint, the Peloton instructor. Lots of news about Peloton, and also being on Dancing with the Stars. Anyway, those are some of the people on Team Dominique. That's happening, like I said, tonight, 7 p.m. at the Wolstein Center. And then, after that, 9 p.m. at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse is the Rising Stars game in Cleveland, and we've got 2 of our Cavaliers players representing us there. We have the rookie Evan Mobley and sophomore Isaac Okoro. So primarily, these are NBA players in their first or second years in the NBA, but also 4 players from the NBA G League Ignite team. So how this works, it's 4 teams. Each team has 7 players. Each of those teams has 6 NBA players and 1 player from the NBA G League Ignite team. So there'll be a 3-game tournament featuring each team playing a semifinal game before the winners square off in the championship game. So Mobley and Okoro will be teammates in the game. They'll be coached by NBA legend Rick Barry. That starts at 9 p.m. tonight at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. That'll be a good one to see. That'll be aired on television if you're not able to get there in person. And if you are able to get out and about this weekend, remember, be careful. There's still some ice and some sticky situations on the road out there, but we got your celebrity watch. This comes from our 3 News Jasmine Monroe. Entrepreneur Kyler Smith says that he'll have Lil Wayne at the District tonight, and at Park Social Lounge they'll have Fabulous, Offset, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz. Lago in the Flats, East Bank, says they're throwing a party, and just a couple blocks up the street, Jasmine Monroe will be gracing the red carpet during a fashion show at the Metropolitan at the 9. That's one of those places that's allowed to stay open until 4 a.m. Remember, those 7 area hotels got that okay, so the 9 is one of them. At that event, there will be NBA All-Star Darius Garland and Cleveland Browns Mac Wilson. Joshua Mercer, who is the founder of the Move Makers Promotions, says it will be a night to remember. It's going to be a weekend to remember here in Cleveland. So everyone stay safe. Have a great time. If you're out and about, make sure you use hashtag 3AllStar to let us know what you're doing so we can follow along with you as you're posting on social media. Check out that 3All-Star bingo card. That's on WKYC.com. I also tweeted it and posted on Instagram and everywhere else. So you can find me _Stephanie Haney. All of those places, and let me know if you make any matches on your very Cleveland bingo card for this NBA All-Star Weekend. That's it, everybody. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing all of your stories on social media and all of the fun that happens while the celebrities and everyone else descends upon Cleveland, and we have Cleveland in that national spotlight. Everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday for more 3 News Now.